The smarter and kinder a person is, the more he notices goodness in people. Time heals grief and resentment because a person changes, he is no longer who he was. Both the offender and the offended have become different people. In love, silence is more precious than words. It's good when embarrassment fetters our tongues, silence has its own eloquence, which reaches the heart better than any words. How much can a lover say to his beloved when he is silent in confusion, and how much he reveals the mind? If you believe in something, but it is not, then you lose nothing. But if you do not believe, but it is, then you lose everything. A thought changes according to the words that express it. Justice without force is helpless, force without justice is despotic. How little friendship would survive if everyone suddenly found out what friends are saying behind his back, although just then they are sincere and impartial. This letter is so long because I didn't have time to write it shorter. Random discoveries are made only by trained minds. Hoping to win the favor of a woman, a man is the first to take a step forward. This is not just a custom, this is a duty placed on him by nature. Why is it that a lame person does not annoy us, but a mentally lame one annoys us? Because the lame person is aware that we walk straight, and the mentally lame person claims that it is not he, but we are lame. He who enters the house of happiness through the door of pleasure usually leaves through the door of suffering. Evil is given to everyone without difficulty, and it is many-sided, while good, one might say, is always the same. There is enough light for those who want to see, and enough darkness for those who don't. Can anything be more ridiculous than the fact that such and such a person has the right to kill me because he lives on the other side of the river or the sea and because his government is at loggerheads with mine, although I have no quarrel with him? He who loves someone for beauty, does he love him? No, because of chicken pox, which will kill beauty without killing the person, he will stop loving him. If there is no God, and I believe in him, I lose nothing. But if there is a God, but I do not believe in him, I lose everything. Our mind tends to believe, and the will, to want, and if they do not have worthy objects for faith and desire, they rush to the unworthy. Above all, those noble deeds that remain implicit are valued. Just as a stone thrown into the sea has an effect on the whole sea, so every person has an effect on all mankind. A person's moral qualities must be judged not by his individual efforts, but by his daily life. The arguments that a person comes up with on his own usually convince him more than those that come to the mind of others. A person is sometimes more corrected by the sight of evil than by an example of good, and in general one must learn to benefit from evil, because it is so common, while good is so rare. Let a person have no benefit in lying, this does not mean that he will tell the truth. I condemn equally those who prefer to praise a person, and those who prefer to condemn or ridicule him. I approve only those who, lamenting heavily, try to understand him. People are looking for pleasure, rushing from side to side, only because they feel the emptiness of their lives, but do not yet feel the emptiness of the new fun that attracts them. Disgusting are those people who know what the truth is, but stand for it only as long as it suits them, and then move away. We must thank those who show us our shortcomings. It is undeniable that all human morality depends on the decision of the question whether the soul is immortal or not. Habit is our second nature, and it changes our original nature. Clarity of mind entails purity of passion, therefore a man endowed with a deep and clear mind is able to love passionately and is always aware of what he loves. When you meet a natural manner, you experience amazement and admiration, because, expecting to meet the author, you find a person. Our truth and our goodness are only partly true and good, and they are stained with evil and falsehood. Kind words leave a wonderful mark in the souls of people. They soften, comfort and heal the heart of the one who hears them. We are consoled by any trifle, because any trifle brings us down. Eloquence is the art of speaking in such a way that those to whom we are addressing listen not only without difficulty, but also with pleasure, and so that, captured by the topic and spurred on by pride, they want to delve deeper into it.